Hello everyone. I didn't get the video uploaded last night, so taking my lunch break and going to do it today with a little walk out here at the park. But I wanted to talk some about employers and employees and, the respect and everything that the employees deserve. Because I recently, as of yesterday, quit my job, one of my jobs, because the group chat has tons of negativity coming from the big boss. The in-store managers are nice, the co-workers are great, but the big boss that comes from store to store has just a really bad attitude. And every time I opened up that chat box, it was like, get out the sage, because something had to be cleansed. There's a little squirrel running around. But he never tells anybody that they do a good job. It's always, what can you do better? During our snowstorm a while back, one of the young teens that worked there after school got stuck in the middle of the road in the snow, and his mom, who also works there, had to go get him. And he messaged the group chat and he was like, I'm sorry, I'm going to be a little bit late because I'm stuck at Crazy Corner in the snow and, all this stuff. And the main boss says, and I quote, "This is why you all need to leave early so you can get to work on time." Now, that statement tells me that that boss does not care about his employees. He doesn't care about their safety. He doesn't care that they are trying to get to work, to make him money, not necessarily, for them, because pay isn't the best. And then morning shift, they like to leave out early and they leave everything for the evening shift to do, and the evening shift gets to take the blame for it. They get into a rush and the dishes don't get done or something. So he complains to them. Never once telling them, good job for making 800 pizzas in one day, or, whatever. So respect is needed. Respect is something that no matter where you are, no matter what you're doing or who you work for or who you employ, respect is just something that is needed. And we're not getting that in the workforce. And I've noticed that since the pandemic and everybody started working at home and going back now into the workforce, the employers are forgetting how to treat their employees. They really are. And the employees that I've seen around this town, they're trying. They try their damnedest to get things done right. I work at another place. I didn't just up and quit my job altogether. I do have 2 jobs. They're not from around here. So sometimes a tone or something, just asking if the Dr. Pepper's been stocked kind of sounds like you're getting in trouble a little bit. But you take into consideration, different country, different way of saying things, and you realize that, they're not doing it in a bad way. But then you've got the employers that are only about making money, and they're really narcissistic, and it's all about them. And this one employer, I'm just going to call him out as a racist, because the Mexican women that work there, he blames them for everything. He treats them like crap. Me, he doesn't know I identify as gay, so he just sees me as a white, hetero male in my early 40s, which is pretty much equal to him. He has never called me out on anything. He never had a complaint. He did tell me to flip my hat around one time, but I just quit wearing my hat, and he never even said anything about that. The one boy that works there, he's, I think, half African, half American and white, and he's got his afro, which, I mean, totally beautiful. And he's even complained about him not wearing his hat. And he's like, dude, I'm not cutting my hair just to wear your hat. So, you know, even with his heritage and his culture and stuff, like, he was on his ass about it, but not me. But I fit the stereotypical view of what he wants in an employer. My friend that started working there with me, he's Hispanic, born here, but Hispanic. And they're trying to get him out. They're trying to find a way to, well, I say they, the main boss, is trying to find a way to get him out. And I don't know about the other kids and stuff that's Hispanic. I don't really know if he said anything to them, but one of them is the one that was stuck in the snow, and he gave him hell. So, respect. Demand it. Don't just sit around at your job and, you know, act like everything is okay and bottle up the tears and, you know, start going through self-esteem issues and depression or whatever it is that you may be going through just because your employee is, or your employer is, a straight up ass. Like, there's no other word for employers like that. Well, quite a few, but not YouTube approved. So, the point of this video is stake your ground. Don't allow yourself to be mistreated when you're there making money for somebody else. You know, they're getting triple the amount that you get each week, and they demand you do all the work. And yes, that's how the work system works. But you need to stand up. You need to stake your ground. You need to demand respect, and don't tolerate the bullshit that they throw your way. I mean, don't just slough off and not do your job. Of course, that's not the way to go either, because that looks bad on you and not on the employer. But if you know for a fact that you're doing a good job, deserve the respect, demand it. Because of the simple fact, there is nobody out there that is going to stand up for you. Not every company has somebody like me. I quit. I went off on the boss. I called him out on everything. And I also said I quit before I got fired, because I knew what was coming next. He tried to call me after that statement in the group chat, and I just blocked his number. Like, I'm done with him. I said my piece. The employees there are awesome, and I really hope that they start standing up for themselves against him. I will be contacting corporate and telling them how he's treating them, and, you know, it's just not right. So, the moral of this video: demand respect and stake your ground, and don't take anything less. It's okay to be a voice for yourself or for your coworker. Sometimes we have to sacrifice something in order to make a difference, and, you know, I took one for the team there. I'm not saying just up and quit your job if you don't have a backup. You know, I have kids. I always usually try to carry 2 jobs at a time. That way, you know, shit like this happens, and I've got a backup. But don't worry about going to HR. You know, don't worry about speaking out. Just do it. Do it. Just do it. Make a difference in the world. You know, respect goes a long way. And if you're not going to be getting it, then you don't need to be there. And that's just straight up hardcore facts. Like, this world deserves better people in it, and the good people out there that's working and busting their asses and trying to make a difference. And it doesn't matter if it's being a lawyer or being a judge or being a cop or flipping burgers or making pizzas or stocking shelves. Your job is important. Your job is what makes the world go around. It's not the high corporate offices that make the world go around. We make their world go around. And it's time to put an end to that. It's time for them to see us, the workers, as human. Nothing less than human. You know, we can't make them change their minds and view things differently. But we can take a stand for ourselves, and we can take a stand for our co-workers and demand the respect. Do your best at your job and demand the respect. If your boss is coming to you and being like, hey, this isn't done and this isn't done and what are you doing? You know, you're not supposed to be on break right now after you've had a 2-hour rush and you busted your ass, but you're 15 minutes early on going on that break. You know, tell them, look, I'm human. You're either going to respect me or you're going to be doing this shit yourself. I mean, plain and simple. That's just how the world goes now. You've got to take that stand. I hope this video benefits somebody, and if you're out there thinking about quitting your job or something because you're not getting the respect that you deserve, or the higher ups aren't treating you, you know, at least like a human, then, you know, feel free. Take that stand for yourself, for your co-workers, and don't be scared to do it. I mean, all it'll do is just start a new adventure. Either way, you know, you said your piece. It's off your shoulders and it's on them. Only they can correct their behavior, not you. Like, if you're doing everything that you can, then it's on them. And make sure that they know that. If you walk out of a place, make sure that they know it's because of them. Not because of you, not because of your coworkers, but simply because of the treatment and the lack of respect that they are giving to you and your coworkers as well. Be a voice for them. Because where I worked, a lot of them are scared to speak up. That's why I took one for the team. And I'm not doing this video as a pat on my own back, because, you know, there's going to be many other instances where I have to do the same, and stuff like this is just everyday life for me. I'm always speaking up and speaking out. But find your voice and use it in the employment, because that's the only way you're going to get ahead. Demand respect. I'll talk to y'all later. I got to get back to work now. Have a good day.